Hi, I'm Nellie Steele, and today I'm reading a tense moment from The Second Deception. Join me by the fire, won't you? As my tires crunched over the gravel and the cabin came into sight, visions of my last experience here flashed through my mind. Waking up naked next to Ethan Sterling had not been in my life plan, but it had happened. And now I was paying the price for it. I spotted Ethan's brand new sports car out front before my eyes slid to the porch where he stood. My stomach twisted into a tight knot as I brought my car to a stop, killed the engine, and shoved open my door, sliding to the ground with a heavy sigh as I hoped my legs held me. He grinned at me as I wrapped my fingers around the railing and climbed the few stairs toward him. "How are you feeling?" he asked as I landed on the porch. I clicked my tongue, the memories of his arms wrapped around me on this very porch as he told me how much our night meant to him flitted through my mind. "Fine, a little tired." He shifted his arms from behind him, revealing a little brown stuffed teddy bear with a blue bow tie. "What is that?" I asked. He thrust it forward with a grin. "Teddy bear for the baby." I stared at it, and he wiggled it at me when I didn't take it. I snatched it from his hands, letting my arms drop to my sides as I flicked my gaze to the mountain. "First present from Daddy?" he asked, his tone probing. I snapped my gaze back to him. "No." His eyebrows raised, his features surprised. "Are you sure?" I bobbed my head, trying to strengthen my voice as I spoke. "I'm sure. The timing isn't right. This is definitely Daniel's." "How far along are you?" I'd done the math a dozen times in my head, so I easily came off with it. 3 months. He pressed his lips together, his eyes narrowing. "So, you were pregnant when you were in the accident." My pulse raced as I tried to stop my cheeks from burning. "Must have been." He rubbed his chin. "What's your due date?" "I haven't seen the doctor yet, but I guess 6 months from now or so." I cleared my throat, hoping the conversation was almost over. "When do you go?" "What is this, the Inquisition?" I retorted. Ethan stepped closer to me, his features taut. "Yes, it is, because I think you're lying. I think you're not as far along as you say, and that baby could be mine." I swallowed hard, letting my gaze fall to the porch floor. "Why can't you leave this alone? Daniel and I are happy, married. Just let this baby be his." He scoffed, drawing his chin back to his chest. "I can't believe you're asking me to do this when this baby could be mine, Livy." "I don't care," I shot back, giving up on trying to deny that I hadn't considered Ethan being the father. "I don't care if your DNA made this baby. You're not the father." Ethan's jaw dropped open. "Well, I do. If this baby is mine, I want to be part of its life." My chest tightened at the words. He wouldn't let this go, just like he wouldn't let me go. Ethan stepped closer to me, his hands gently rubbing my upper arms, his voice softening. "Look, I don't want to argue about this, okay? I know this is overwhelming. I get it. But Livy, I want this baby. I want to be a father, and I don't want to fight with you about it." "How nice of you," I murmured, my voice sharp as I crossed my arms, trying to create a barrier between us. "I'm serious. Livy, I will fight for this baby if I have to, but I don't want to do that." He tipped my chin up, offering me a pleading glance. "Come on, Livy. We made a baby together. That means something." "It means you somehow talked me into bed when I was so drunk I can't even remember what happened." His features sobered, turning from supplicating to angry. "That's low. You kept me from everyone I knew and loved, then took advantage of me when I was vulnerable." "You were not taken advantage of that night, Livy. You were with me every step of the way. You can claim you don't remember it, or whatever you need to say to explain this to Daniel, but what happened that night was consensual and pretty magical." Tears stung my eyes as I bit into my lower lip, still grappling with the idea that I'd cheated on my husband. Ethan shook his head, scrubbing his face as he sucked in a sharp breath. "Livy, I'm sorry. You know I don't want things to be like this." He reached for me, trying to pull me into an embrace. "Don't," I huffed as I stepped back. The tension in his jaw intensified as he set his hands on his hips. "Okay, but we could be a family. I can give you and this baby everything." "I'm married," I snapped. "You were married that night, too. Think about it, Livy, especially if this baby turns out to be mine, and I want a paternity test to prove whose it is. You let me know when you have your first doctor's appointment. I want to be there, and I want to talk about when we can have that test done." The words hit me like a physical slap. My features twisted and I shot him a pleading glance. Ethan, please. He shook his head. I told you I don't want it to be like this. You're making it this way. If you don't tell me, if you don't agree to the test, I'll get a court order. If you enjoyed this snippet, the full book's waiting for you now.